Owais Shah marked his final one-day appearance for Middlesex with an unbeaten half-century to steer the Panthers to a comfortable 7-wicket Clydesdale Bank 40 win over Derbyshire at Lords. Middlesex won the toss and asked Derbyshire to bat, and they made a steady enough start with Dan Redfern and Chesley Hughes opening up in the absence of Middlesex's new signing, Chris Rogers, who was rested by the visitors. This pair put on 19 in the first 3 overs, but then Derbyshire lost their way with 3 quick wickets. Redfern on 9 drove on the up against Tim Murtagh, only to pick out Gareth Berg at backward point. England paceman Stephen Finn, having been named as the Cricket Writers' Club Young Player of the Season, showed his class with 2 wickets in the space of 4 balls. Greg Smith was caught behind, and Wes Durston went in the same way for a duck to leave Derbyshire on 32 for 3 after 7 overs. Derbyshire fought back with a 4th wicket stand worth 82 in 16 overs between Hughes and Wayne Madsen. Returning to the scene of his first-class debut here at Lords in May, Hughes batted with poise and power beyond his years and pulled Murtagh into the mound stand during his entertaining stay. At just 19 years of age, Hughes is a real talent, and he went to his 50 here off 45 balls with 4 fours added to that 6. Madsen contributed 39 in an hour and a half, with this reverse sweep bringing him his only boundary. The departure of Hughes, who, after making 64 off 59 balls, drove straight to mid-on against left-arm spinner Tom Smith, sparked a secondary collapse, with Smith to the forefront with 3 for 26 from his 8 overs. His 2nd wicket came when he bowled Steve Adshed, who tried to hit him into the Thames. Shah, released last week by Middlesex with Essex the favourites to gain his signature for next year, got one through Jonathan Clare's defence. And Smith then ended Madsen's stay by enticing him down the pitch and turning one past the bat to give John Simpson a simple stumping. The Falcons were in big trouble when Jake Needham was bowled by Murtagh for 2 to leave them on 156 for 8 with 6 overs of their innings remaining. Graham Wagg's unbeaten 48 from 53 deliveries just about ensured that Derbyshire batted through their overs. It was a good knock from him, and he got some decent support from Ian Hunter as the pair added 39 for the 9th wicket. Hunter was out the last ball of the innings, run out by Smith's accurate throw, but he had at least seen his side up to 195 for 9 from their 40 overs. Middlesex found the asking rate of 4.9 runs per over for victory well within their reach, as Andrew Strauss got things moving with a boundary. However, he didn't warm up for next week's series with Pakistan too well, as he had his off-stump pegged back after playing back to a Wag off-cutter. He scored just 7. In spite of that, Middlesex marched towards victory with a 2nd wicket stand of 127 in 20 overs between Scott Newman and Shah. Newman led the way with some powerful shots, while Shah was quite happy to play second fiddle in trying to show what Middlesex will be missing next year. Newman went to an excellent half-century, made off 47 balls with 7 fours and this pulled 6. Shah meanwhile played his role well, taking few risks while dispatching anything loose. Middlesex have really struggled to develop partnerships this season, but these two were showing how it should be done. Newman was just 10 short of his 2nd century in this season's competition when his 89-ball stay ended. Aiming to drive through the covers against Needham, the left-hander mistimed his back foot force to give Madsen a comfortable catch at short cover to make it 139 for 2. David Milan couldn't take his side home and was out after edging Needham to Clare at slip on 8, with 37 still needed. Having been content to play second fiddle hitherto, Shah upped his tempo and had just this one moment of fortune in an otherwise well-controlled innings. He reached his 2nd CB40 half-century of the campaign from 85 balls after 2 hours at the crease. The result had not been in doubt for some time, but Berg made sure that his side would finish this competition in style. It was him who clipped the winning runs to take his side home by 7 wickets with 11 balls to spare. It was a canter really. Shah ended with 58 and Berg 21. The win ended a run of 6 straight defeats for Middlesex, who by and large will have been very disappointed with their efforts in this competition this season. Their campaign comes to an end this week with a 4-day match against Worcestershire.